Hello, friends. Come on in. Deb here with Art and Grace. And I know Justin is finishing up, so I'm just kind of checking in. You guys pop in and say, hey. I am a part of the Gingerbread, Cocoa, and Cookies Build-Up event by Crafty Pete. So you will be able to see all of the creatives inside the CCC group is what I call it. Crafty Creators Community, and that is in the top of my video description, so you can pop up there to get to the group and see everybody who's in our event today. Happy to be here, and I'm taking Tammy's spot because she needed a later spot. So I know a lot of y'all thought I was coming on at 4, but here we are at 12 Central. So let me know what time it is where you're watching from. And I'm going to get started because we are doing, hi Christy, hey Brenda. We're going to do some resin. We're going to keep with our theme today. Hey Terry, glad y'all are coming in. Good to see everybody this morning. Hi Andrea. I say this morning because I really haven't talked to anybody except family yet. So it just feels still like morning until I've really chatted with people. So again, this is a live crafting event by Crafty Peep, hosted inside her group, CCC, or Crafty Creatives Community. That group is growing like wildfire. It is well over 101,000. So you do need to be in there to see all the creatives today. And you don't want to miss that group because there is so much inspiration, you guys, so much inspiration inside. Okay, we're doing things a little different today. I am going to put on my gloves and mix up my resin, and then we're going to paint. And typically it's the other way around. Typically I paint and then put on my gloves and resin. But we're kind of working backwards today. Hi, Vonda. Hi, Carol. Glad y'all are here. Hi, Marcia. Hey, Brenda and Lori. Thank you, Laveda, for the stars. Appreciate it. Hi, Luana and Sheila. Hi, Karen and Cynthia and Brookie. Super happy y'all are here. It's okay, so y'all are having lunch over on the East Coast, right? Hi, Michelle. Hi, Sydney. There's my sweet friend Dina. Hi, Connie. Glad y'all are here. So happy to have y'all. It's so fun to see our creative friends that can take a break and pop in with us. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to mix up 1 ounce of this. So I'm marking my cup. There's the pro tip for the day is if you're like me and you can barely see the little lines on this cup, go over it with your little Sharpie and then you can see them with no problem. Can y'all see that? So there's a little pro tip I love to do. And I use art resin. It has no VOCs, COVs, or BPAs, which is a long word about that long for chemicals that you do not want to breathe. So I don't trust other brands. I do recommend, if you're going to use resin, that you really do your homework. I say this almost every time I use resin so that if there's one person that has never seen me before, they understand how important it is. I did a lot of research years ago, and it can really cause health problems, lung problems, neurological problems for people. So, and you don't know at the time, it's years later or a year later before you start to really feel the effects. So I just highly recommend spending a little more to get a brand that has done the research and is safe. Good afternoon, Country Living. Hi, Diane. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad. Hey, Bethwyn. Hi, Patsy. Hi, Diane. And Debbie Dooley. There's Mary Jo. There's Brenda. Deb. You guys don't know how much I love seeing y'all come in. It's almost like when you host an event at your home, and people are coming to the door, and when you open the door, you're like, oh, yay, I'm so glad you're here. That's exactly how I feel. I don't know if everybody feels this way when they go live, and I absolutely understand that people are busy and can't always be here live, but I do just get really happy when I see you guys coming in. It means a lot to me. Okay, so we've got these two poured. I'm going to grab a larger cup and pour those two in here, and then we'll stir together. Ooh, let me see. Did I see Christy? I thought I saw Christy, but I don't know. Let me go back. Maybe I didn't. Can anybody keep my time? It makes it so much easier on me if one of y'all will set your alarm for 3 minutes, and then I don't have to be taking my watch off and trying to set it and getting resin on it. So I appreciate that. Anybody there? Okay, thank you, Sydney. I had no doubt that somebody would do it. Appreciate you, girl. Sydney is one of my sweet VIP members, and I tell you, I'm going to say it every time because it's just so amazing how helpful and kind and generous and loving. I mean, it's the best little community I've ever seen. Love it. I was going to close it yesterday, on my calendar I had yesterday as the last day, but I left it open overnight because I didn't have Ron's computer. So, listen, because Tammy and I switched times, he had to go by himself. We were supposed to take my computer today at 11:30, and so I switched times with Tammy because she needed a later time. And so I wasn't able to go with him, and I was kind of like, oh no, he's going to make me reschedule because he's not going to want to go without me. But he did. He went, and he's there now. So say a little prayer. I'm just so hoping that they can do a miracle on that thing and fix my laptop. I just really, really need it. And so while we're here having fun, he's dealing with that right now. I know, Monica, doesn't it seem silly to say, please pray for my computer? But as a business owner, we just can't live without doing things online. And it's a real pain to try to borrow somebody's. So anyway, that's what's going on in my world today. So I am just mixing slowly in this larger cup. This is a pretty small cup, but I typically do smaller size pieces because for myself, or if I'm going to sell something, I do larger. But when I teach, it's just much easier to show smaller pieces, as well as people don't get so intimidated. So I like to show small pieces, and then, we can go as big as you want to go, but it's a little overwhelming and intimidating when you're first starting. So I taught the little nativity class the other day. Thank you, Bethlyn. And it's a pretty small size, but already, and if you're on my email, I did get to send an email this morning. So you be sure you look at that email, because I did post 3 of the ladies who did their nativity glass art. I did post their pictures in that email, and they did so good. And these are people who've never done resin. So if you feel intimidated by it, I promise you I can teach you step by step, like I'm kind of doing today. Although this isn't going to be a comprehensive lesson. This is just, you'll see. But I know, thank you, Mitzi. It sounds so silly to ask for that, but there's Christy. You don't know how to set time on a watch. No big deal. It's been 3 minutes already, Carol. I'm going to keep going because my bottles were cold. I should have done a little warm bath like I teach, but I did not. And so I'm going to mix for another 30 seconds for sure. And just be sure this is very well mixed up. Your resin does better in warm temperatures. So like a warm room, you don't want to use resin in the cold or out in the garage. So I'll go over about 30 seconds or so. Try not to go over more than that if I don't have to. And it's actually looking really good right now. It's getting a lot clearer. Good morning to Cheryl. Hey, Donna, glad you're here. Time is up. Okay. Let me just take a good look. A few more stirs won't hurt anybody. You don't want to stir too long, but I do need to be sure it is well mixed. And when it's cold, it's a little harder to get it mixed. So that's why you put it in a warm bath if it's cold. But really the key is to have your room warm. And you know how it is during the night and we haven't turned heat on right now, so we don't need heat. It's a beautiful Texas day. Okay, so here we go. We're going to set this aside. We have about, 40 minutes before this becomes too thick to work with. I'm just going to set it aside. In fact, I can set my little candle aside. If I'm working with resin, I don't have my candle lit, so I'm just going to move that. Let's find a spot. And I was going to do something different until I realized the theme today. So we're doing another gingerbread. I had this sitting out so I could show you. If you didn't see this one, you can go back and watch the replay. But we painted this, and then I'm reaching behind me. Then I kept going and painted some little coasters. Aren't they adorable? Can you see? So we're going to kind of continue with our little gingerbread theme and do another ginger family. But it's got a little twist. It's not going to be a gingerbread man. So let's get some red. Hi, Maria. Y'all, this is driving me crazy, but it's my little Christmas bracelet that I wear every year. So I had to put it on. I'm going to just get this canvas painted with country red. It's one of my favorites this year. I use a lot of Tuscan red for Christmas things, but this is also a really pretty red. And anytime I see a new color or a color I don't have, I like to grab it when it's on sale, because you never know. You might find one that you love even more than what you're using. So I typically will just try all the colors. It's very pretty. Do y'all see that? And it's, I don't know who names these paints, but it's perfect. Country red just describes this perfect. Oh, hi, Beth. I hope you're doing good too. Glad y'all are here, and thank you so, so much for sprinkling and just hearts and all the things. I think we're hearing more people kind of ask about that or ask for it, because it is definitely making a difference for, you'll see different ones that say Rising Creator. And when you guys are like, oh, that's so wonderful for you, congratulations. I'm the first to say that is not me. That is you. That to me it's because you guys engage with me. You chat on my post, you chat in here on a live, you give me the hearts and all that. That's what causes us to be noticed by Facebook. So thank you. And today you're going to see lots of new creators if you get inside that CCC group. And I'm sure most of y'all are already in there, Creative Creators Community. But if you're not, you definitely need to get in there. I was calling it the up and coming, but it's there. It's surpassed any other crafting collaboration that I know of. Everyone loves it. Everyone posts their pictures and shares what they do. It's very supportive. Bethlyn is the admin, and she is on top of it. She is an amazing person and help to Tammy, I know, and others. So anyway, get inside that group if you're not, and you'll be able to get so much inspiration. All you have to do is thumb through there and look at the photos, and you'll be like, oh, you know what I need to do? I need to do this. And your creativity gets sparked by things that you see. So there's a plug for that, so I don't forget, because it's a great, great group. Hey, Sherry, that is okay. Thank you so much for sprinkling. Thank you, Brenda, for the stars. Thank you, guys.
Who do you want to message?
Nope, nobody. Off.
I won't say.
Bye. Did I say SHERA? Yes, I did. How funny. I was like, why did she come on? Yep, that does it every time. Okay, so we've got this beautiful red, right? Y'all can see. Love this color. Got a nice smooth coat. I hope you see what great coverage this has with just one coat. This is Deco Art acrylic paint. I asked them if I could be an affiliate because I love the paint so much, and it's all I use. So a few years ago, I emailed them and told them this is all I use. I've tried every paint known to man, and I've tried less expensive, more expensive, things that say they're really great. And anyway, So yes, I'm an affiliate, but that is not why I recommend it. I've used it for years before I became an affiliate. But anyway, on my page through December 31st, there's a 20% off coupon for the DecoArt website. Now, you can get it all kind of places. Like I typically get mine at Michael's when it goes on sale. But if you want to go on the DecoArt website and take a look, if you want to order it that way, it is a 20% coupon. So that's a nice coupon. Just look on it should be pinned to my page, or down here at the bottom, you'll see artgracepaint.com, and you can go to my website, and I've got even more on that website. You'll see all of my favorite supplies. You'll see a link to my Amazon and all that. Okay, so I know you're seeing me do this. I'm just going to quickly paint this on here because if we have time, like I think we might, we're going to do one on a ornament too. So I'm just going to set that aside. Listen, when you're doing resin, if you're like me, you usually have a little left over, a little extra, and I will always have something handy that I can resin. I always have things that I can add resin to. So I'm squeezing out, if you can see this paper towel, all this red paint now is in my paper towel instead of my water, which I love. I don't want my water super, super gunky. Okay, let's see how we're doing. The ornaments I get at a wholesale company, so they don't sell to the public, but I sell them to my girls inside the Art and Craft VIP group if they need them. And I sell them on Etsy, but the ones I sell on Etsy, I have turned into something. I have angels, and I have a reindeer. I've got painted scenes like a nativity and things like that. But I know you can find those other places. They've got them all over. Michael's was carrying some. I don't know if they still have them. You might try there. Probably even Hobby Lobby. Yes, Pat, isn't that awesome? I just happen to have a Michael's right close to me. Mitzi, it's DecoArt. Just DecoArt Americana. Thank you, Deb. I appreciate it. Hi, Joanne. Yeah, it's a really pretty red. Hi, Inga. Well, we need to get us over 100. That shows me 98, so we just need 2 more friends to come on. All right, now we're going to paint some simple little gingerbread reindeer. Hi, Annette. And we got that's why I pulled out my little gingerbread girl so that my mind could get right on what they look like. I am going to just quickly kind of freehand a little reindeer face. Now, I like to break everything up and show people how easy paintings can be. So if you've wanted to learn how to paint, today's the last day to get in the VIP group. I did leave it open because, like I said, I didn't have the computer to do all the stuff on the back end to close it all up. But if you go to my website, you'll see. Or if you got an email from me today, I think I put it in there. But anyway, in the VIP group, I do teach acrylic painting, glass art, resin, and mixed media. Okay, so there's one. We're doing a family, you guys. That's what I'm doing today. And I thought this would be super cute for some of you guys to make. So if you're going to have family members over, maybe you're going to have your sister and her family, you can make one for them, or make little minis, because this would be cute on your little ornament, right? A little family. You could let your kids use their thumbprint or fingerprint to do the little reindeer faces. I'm doing my little family. I'm going to do a family of 4, which is hilarious because they're all complete grown adults, you know. They're not little, but it just gives you an idea. And you could do them smaller and fit your whole family. But this would be sweet to give anybody. So even grandparents would love it. You know, babysitter. Give one to the babysitter and put your child with the babysitter or teacher. You could put the teacher with her little teacher friends. You know, the sky's the limit. So we've got some reindeer faces here. Well, hola, Manny. How are you today? Glad you are here, bud. Tell us what's going on in your world. I love to get the updates from you guys. If you're not following Manny, you need to be. There's Justin. Justin, I didn't get to see you finish your resin tray, but I want to go back and see it because I got to see. And events kind of force me to take the day to watch everybody. And I love that because usually I'm working and I can't do two things at once well with ADD or whatever. So it really makes me slow down and watch everybody, which is such a luxury, and I love it. I love seeing what everybody's doing. You see 106? That's awesome! Yay! Well, thank you guys. I know that's not a lot for some people, but it's a lot for me, and I appreciate it. And I'm hoping that tells Facebook, hey, give this lady a break. Give her some green. Everything's in the red. And then when I get one thing pulled up to the green, then something else goes in the red. Okay, so we got our little, I know it looks funny right now, but just bear with me. Bear with me. Oh, isn't it beautiful, Manny? It sure doesn't feel like, in fact, it's kind of like fall because now the tree in our backyard, the leaves are kind of turning like fall colors, and I'm like, what is going on? Tammy, thank you. You guys are so sweet. Just coming in, giving our little reindeer a little highlight across the top of their heads. I know, right, Simone? It is. I loved being in the event with you yesterday. It's really fun. Events are a lot of fun. You know, we get to kind of slow down and connect with other people, especially if we haven't in a while, and watch what they're doing. And, you know, hopefully you guys are all following our friends. And if you see somebody on my page while you're watching me that you don't know, sneak over, take a look, give them a follow, and you might find your very favorite person. Let's see. Just adding a little highlight across is all. Just a little of that color with a little white. Oh, Cynthia, that's awesome. Thank you, guys. I'm so glad. I love it when they do that because there was a time there, if y'all follow me, there was like months where I never had one. I just don't think they even offered it or whatever. So appreciate you guys so much right here at Christmas. So you can tell I'm in a good mood because I'm just counting on my computer getting fixed. Like, it's got to get fixed. Hi, Caroline from Illinois. Glad you're here. I'm in far south Fort Worth. Yay! You can probably tell by my accent. And I hate that I say a lot. I don't know if that's a Texas thing or what. That's awesome, Tanya. How are you today? We're going to come in and do some little reindeer antlers. And then we'll go back and do face. But let me think. I had to think a second if I want them to curve. You know, you see that you can break. Oh, thought that was a drop of paint. That was just one of those little things that gets in the lid. But you can see that you can break down paintings. This is an easy one. So, yes, you can do it. Don't you dare think for a second that you can't. Look, and I think, you know, a lot of it is having the right brushes, knowing what brushes work for what shapes and all those things. So if you're interested in learning this kind of stuff, get in that private group, you guys. Treat yourself for Christmas. That's what I'm thinking. You know, tell your family, this is what I want. Because it's so good to do something for yourself that brings you joy. You can spread that joy, or you can even sell your things and make money. So you can tell them, hey, I'll sell my art, and then it's going to pay for the membership. If you know me, I love things coming off my canvas like this. So I'm going to tilt this and put these right here. I love doing that. That's kind of my thing, is to bring it off. So then if somebody looks at it up close, they're like, oh, look how cute. Dear family, yes. So you just adjust the size, depending on how big your family is. You want to do you and your husband and give it to the grandkids, whatever. Thank you guys so much for the stars. I appreciate y'all. Kindest people. Do we need to give Daddy more horns? Antlers, I mean. Like, I'm sure the dad is supposed to have the big, lots of. So maybe I should add some here. For living in Texas all my life, I don't know anything about hunting. My granddad hunted, came home with a deer in the back of his truck, and I was all excited. I don't know why in my little child mind, I knew he was hunting and everything, but when he came home, I went running out there to see the deer, not realizing what it was going to look like, that it wasn't alive, So I've never liked hunting after that. But in Texas, it is a huge thing, and people do eat the meat, so, it controls the overpopulation, and people do eat it and love it. But I do not like it. Okay, so they're kind of giving the dad some more. We can't let him feel not masculine here. Let's see. Is that good? There. Y'all, we need a little puppy. I need Blue in here. Oh my gosh, can I squeeze a little puppy reindeer? I've got to. Hold, please. We gotta do it. Oh my goodness. If y'all know, I know, Connie, for real. I know I cried. I don't really remember much, although, it really was pretty traumatizing, and I kind of feel like, it just, as a kid, you're like, how could my granddad do that? You just kind of, ooh, I thought you were a good person, that kind of feeling. But of course, you grow up and realize. Okay, we got little Blue in here. Had to squeeze her in. Y'all, my dog is so much a part of this family, and we joke all the time that she definitely thinks she's human. So here we go, little Blue. You are now in. Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. See, I like that. As an adult, I can completely tolerate it. You know what I mean? Like, yes. And that's a cool thing that he does for sure. I love that. Blue's going to have a little highlight. And we've just got our resin hanging out over here to the side. Remember, we're going to add some resin on here. I'm going to take a little dark. And blend that in. Does anybody think they might make one of these? You know, and also you could just do one on like a little mini canvas or even on paper, like on a mixed media paper, and put it at people's place settings and just have their little name. You know, that'd be cute to have everybody in the family would have one at their place setting. Think outside the box. When you see creators creating something, just think, how could I use that? You know, it doesn't have to be exactly the way we are using it or teaching it. Okay, now, halfway already. That's okay, we're doing good on time. I'm just mixing up a little bit of light. Oh, thank you, Patty. You guys are so sweet. I love that y'all get on here on my lives, because if anybody asks any questions about it, I know they can answer, and answer honestly, you know. I mean, there's no reason for them to try to trick you. Trust me. You know, we talk about, we want whoever's in there to be happy and love it. We would never try to bring people in that weren't going to love it. And, you know, well, it's just a really supportive, sweet group. And I do say this, is that, you know, anytime I open it, I'm always like, listen, try it for a month. And if you don't like it, then you cancel. It's just no big deal, no pressure. I don't get my feelings hurt. I know that it's not going to be for everybody. You just have to try and see. There's a lot of content in there, I'll tell you that. In fact, most of the ladies in there, I don't think we even realize, because they'll say, we should do this. And I'll go, well, look, right here. We did this last year before you were here, you know. So they kind of forget how much is in there. Just giving these little antlers a little life, little highlights. Okay, let me hold that up a little better. Let me turn it this way. Maybe y'all can see more of it if I turn it that way. You'll see. We're going to do some eyes and some noses. Oh, Tina, I understand. We have all cut back. Not just you, girl. I wanted to find my, oh please, I'm going to look for my little, what did I do with it? Come on, come on, come on. I do not have all day. Yes. I'm so excited to use this little glue gun. This came from Luanna Graham, and many of y'all see her on my lives and probably lots of other lives. Supportive, sweet lady, and she heard me say, I don't know what I said, but I said something about needing a small tip, because I'd ordered the big Sherbonder, but I thought it had a small tip, and it didn't. I guess I probably was comparing and read the description, but then ordered the wrong one, because I did mean to order the one with a small tip. So anyway, I've just been using the big tip one, and so she got me this one, and I'm so excited to use it. I just got my glue sticks in. Okay, let's do eyes and noses, and then we're ready to move to the resin. I'm excited. That's my favorite part, as you know. There's Crafty Peep. Hello, my friend. Thanks for popping in. Oh, that's right. Yes. We've had people that have had to go for different reasons and then come back a few months later. Oh, yeah. The only thing that I hate about that is sometimes when they leave, they were paying a less price, and when they come back, it's gone up. And to be fair to everybody, you know, they have to pay at the current price. So that's the only thing. If you got in when we first started it, you got in at $15. And right now it's at $20. But I'm not going to go up for a while. I could go up because of how much we do in there, but I want to keep it as affordable as I can so that people can do it, because it is so helpful to be able to do art and create with people and have the friendships and the, you know, you can say, hey, what do y'all think? And people will help you and give ideas. And, you know, all that is so fun and nice to have. And so I try to keep it at a decent price. And if you're like me, you know, I've spent $20 in a month on things I shouldn't, like coffee or, you know, so it's just sometimes just a matter of what do you want most. Not always. Sometimes we just really can't swing it, and that's different, but... Oh, more than that, Carol. We do one a week, so that's 4. And then we do one special one, a paint night. That's 5. I put in a bonus, at least one bonus a month, and usually 2. And then we have a guest creator once a month, typically a crafter. We have a lot of stuff happening, and that way you can kind of pick and choose. So if you don't love one thing, just hang around a minute because you'll probably like the next or the next, you know. Okay, now we got our eyes, but we got to give the girls, so this is me, right here by Blue, some little eyelashes. I'll make that my son, and here's my daughter. Isn't that funny? Grown kids, they would be like, mother, oh my gosh. The other day, my son was here watching the football game, and I wasn't paying attention. I was doing something, and I hear, mother. And I was like, that got my attention. I was like, mother? You have never called me mother. What the heck? He was like, well, you weren't listening. Oh, let's see. Thank you, Karen. Okay, nose. We got to get going. Oh, nose. I know. Nose is going to be something special. Let's see. What else? Really, I'm trying to think if we need to do anything else. The only other thing that would be, I guess, cute would be to give them outlines. So let's do that quickly. Little whimsical outlines. As you can see, non-perfect, just little quick. Don't overthink it, you guys. I think sometimes we make it so much harder than it needs to be by overthinking and thinking that, you know, these lines have to be perfect, but they don't, because this is clearly the most whimsical painting you'll ever see. I mean, what gets more whimsical than a little reindeer family? Y'all, I just thought of something else I want to do. Gotta hurry. Thank you so much, Lenore, for sprinkling. Aw, thanks, Simone. You guys let us know what's going on. You know, like if you're in this event, be sure and tell us what time you're coming on. If you've never done one of Tammy's events, I highly recommend you ask her. So just send her a private message, or maybe even Bethlyn. I'm not sure how y'all are working that, Bethlyn, but you know, she can add you on the schedule at some point. I know that she has lots of people asking, so you know, you'll have to might have to wait in line a little bit. But her events are awesome. They're so organized. It makes it a real pleasure to do them. Okay, we're going to give Blue, little reindeer Blue, a couple of little reindeer feet. A couple of little puppy reindeer feet. Okay, let me dry this. You do need your paint to be completely dry before you resin. So I do want to be sure all of this is good and dry. Y'all doing okay? Okay, there we go. There we go. She's got an email for you. So if you have never been in an event for Tammy and you might want to be, there's your email. And I'm sure that they would want to know your page, link, and all of that. And then they'll kind of check it out, be sure you're a good fit, and whatever else they need to do. Hey, Arla, glad you're here. We're fixing to do the nose. We're going to do the nose with our resin. I appreciate the stars, you guys. I see them at the top here. Thank you. Thanks, Joanne. Okay, we're good and dry. Now, a couple of things. I did mean to do this. I'm going to do this really quick. How are we doing? We got 15 minutes or so. This is the prettiest metallic. This green is stunning. This is another DecoWork product. I love all of their metallics. And you can get them like this that are much thinner. You know, they're just like regular paint. And you know, you see me use these and I love them. This is in the tub a little thicker. So see, kind of like, I don't know, maybe runny toothpaste or something. But I love these. And if you will close them up really well, really tight, they will last from 1 year to the next because look how much you get. But I'm going to just use my finger. Did I paint with my gloves on? That's so funny. I didn't even think about taking them off. I just kept on going. I've never painted with gloves on. And I'm just going to run it across my edges just for fun. Give this some metallic edge. I kind of try to leave my little antlers. Gonna have to dry that again, but isn't that pretty? That just definitely adds another really pretty element to it. And you can be messy with it if you want to. Sometimes I like to take my finger and kind of spread it. Because it's a whimsical, fun painting. I love it. I love that green. Okay. Now, did I paint in these gloves and not notice? Can you imagine if you're new to me? That's going to be so weird. I don't normally paint in gloves. But I mixed my resin and then was trying to hurry, so I didn't even think about it. I was wearing them. See that? Isn't that pretty? This would be really cute, even larger, and going this way as a door leaner, porch leaner, you know, on a piece of wood. So guys, take these ideas and then make them something totally different, you know, make something that will work for what you need. I do have to be sure this is all dry in order to do the resin. That's so funny. Oh yes, ears. Oh my goodness, you guys. Have I lost my mind? This is what happens when I hurry and just An hour seems like so long, but then it's not long. It goes fast. Who said that? Who said that? Cynthia. Oh, girl, I owe you Happy Mail. Good night. Little earless little things. How fast can we do? Well, y'all gonna get to see Resin or not? I don't know. Unreal. I'm so glad that some of y'all pay attention when I'm not. Uh, 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I hope that this has gone by super fast for y'all, because an hour seems like such a long time, but when you're doing something like this, it really does go so fast. You can totally let your ears be wonky. Don't worry if you're thinking, one's going up and one's not. That's okay, because it's a little wonky deer. And maybe that's how you want yours. Maybe you want yours like really big ears. Because I think big ears are cute. Oh, goodness, how did I do that? I'm determined, y'all. Thank goodness I've got my resin mixed up. We're going to make it work. If this happens to be your family, like you've got people, this many people, and you've got a little dog, you may want to bid on this tomorrow. I'm going to have an auction tomorrow, and that information's on my page. So just go there or look in my email if you're on my email list. But I'm trying to pay for my laptop charges. I didn't know if I was going to need a new one or just repairs, but I've been doing an auction for the last few weeks, every Tuesday, with some friends. And so they will too have things. Dry, guys. Dry. Annette's back. Yay. Cynthia. Sprouted potatoes. A little potato family. Oh my goodness. Hey Beth. I'm so glad to see you. How are you? Look, my paint's bubbling because I'm trying to hurry. Oh my goodness. Don't let it get too hot, you friends. I'm going to grab my pit pen because it's faster than trying to, I can swap that on there in 2 seconds flat. All of the supplies I've used today, even for resin, will be on my Amazon list. So if you wonder what all I'm using, you can go there. And the easiest way to get there is on my website. Okay, now we've got our hot glue gun. Why do we have that? Because we're going to put noses on. And I've got leftover stuff. So let me just dump. I've got all these little bulbs. So we know we're going to need a couple of different sizes. We're going to grab like this little red one would be perfect for blue. Y'all, I cannot with the gloves. I cannot believe I've been wearing these the whole time. They're so, now they're just stuck on my hands because my hands are hot. I'm going to try to cut this off since we're pressed for time. Oh, perfect. So there's little Blue's nose. We'll have the little girl's nose with that one. A big honker nose for Dad. Medium for Deb, although my nose is big. And then another big one for Bub. How about that? I mean, you think I'm going to give myself a big old nose? Nah. I'm just, oh, look, there's one cut off. But these do pop off. So for anybody that finds those kind of bulbs, you can usually pop them off. So there's one for him. We're going to put a dot of hot glue with my new hot glue gun. Thank you, Luana. Come on, come on, come on. First time she's ever worked. It's coming. I see it smoking. I'm just trying not to get a giant dollop, so I'm going slow. Oh, there. Here we go. We're going to do it straight up. Oh, how cute is that? So just hot glue that baby straight up. That. Look at little Blue's nose. What do y'all think? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Carol. And also, the little girl, dear, needs eyelashes. Well, you know what's funny is I thought, oh, an hour, no problem. This is my problem. An hour makes you feel so confident. Oh, got it. No big deal. And here we are. Brushing like mad. Thank you, guys. Our little gingerbread people. Little ginger reindeer. Really wanted to make them gingerbread. I was going to use the little white and kind of like, you know, do the little da-da-da-da, the little rip-rap looking thing. But as you can see, I am kind of pressed for time. Oh, but the noses are just the cutest, I think. Okay, once that hot glue is dry, then you can use your resin. It won't hurt it a bit. But that will hold these here so that they don't spill over, you know, as we're doing our resin. That little hot glue gun with that small tip is amazing. I'll be adding that to my little Amazon list. Okay. Grabbing a little bit of white. Oh, I did do eyelashes on her, so she's good. I don't always do white highlights like this, but sometimes it needs it, and I think this can handle it. I think it's kind of cute to have a little. And honestly, you could really do those, you know, antlers too. Now, how are we doing on time? Somebody give me a time, you know, how much we have left. Now we can just kind of pour our resin. Thank you, Dina. You could make this so cute too. Like I could see Dina's with some aqua blue and pink. And I love those colors too. But in my mind, I was doing gingerbread. So I thought, 6 minutes, Kathy, thank you. Just take your stick and move it around. Pretty Pieces by Michelle is next. She is new to me, so I will be having to follow her, I'm sure. I don't think I've ever seen her around. Spreading it out. But if you notice, we did mix the resin first. So if you popped on late, the first thing we did was mix up our resin so that it would be thicker. You've got about 30 to 40, well, I'd say 40 minutes to work with it. And in this case, let's see, about 40 minutes. And so as you can see, it's very thick. When we first mixed it, it was super, super runny and thin. And it just obviously gets a little harder as you go. We're putting those little tiny bulbs are going to be throughout their little antlers. So what I'm going to do, so I can kind of show you, I'm not going to obviously finish getting this all spread out probably, but I'm going to show you how cute these look. So we're going to just have them go from person to person. So you don't have to, hot glue these down, but I wanted the nose to stick up. So all I'm going to do here is just kind of plop them down. And then they'll go to the next person. Oh, Blue. Oh, Blue. Oh, Blue's got to have a couple. Hold on, Blue. Coming for you. You see? So think outside the box. I look at things and think, oh, those little bulbs would be cute with my resin. And I'd love to teach you more. I know that this is a quick lesson, so if you want to know more, I just say get inside that private group. Even if you can do it just for a month or two, you'll be surprised how much you learn. And then you can go on if you can't, you need to get out. Thank you. And then I take a toothpick and just kind of move things around how I want them. So after, I'm sure when I cut the camera off, I will be, kind of finagling and moving things around a little bit more. Get it how I want it before it starts to actually cure. Thank you, Christy. Did we meet that stars party? And we got to be sure. Dad got too many, so I'm going to move a couple down here to Blue. Wouldn't that be cute to make for your little, like if you have kids and grandkids, oh my gosh, I think that would be so cute to make. But the people that have everything, they don't have one of these. That's what I love to do with art, is give it to people that, especially elderly people, don't think that they will think this is juvenile. They love it. The older my mom got, the more she loved little animals, little critters, stuffed animals. I got her own little stuffed animal dog because, they become very childlike. Some of you have dealt with Alzheimer's. And so, having something like this, she would, every time somebody came in her room, she'd show them whatever it was, like anything I had given her or made her, or a card or anything. She'd be like, look at this. Is this not cute? Now, she couldn't tell you who made it for her. She didn't remember that I was the one that made it. But she wanted to show everybody. Oh, you could do them just for all their dogs. Yeah, you don't even have to do the family. You could just do all their dogs if they have a bunch of dogs or animals. You could write their names on here. How are we doing? Oh, we're almost up. Okay, guys, so be sure and watch Pretty Pieces by Michelle after me. I will, as soon as I can get this spread out, I'll be there in the comments. And I love it if y'all will tell her that I sent you. I think it's so fun because I'll get on there and it'll be, Deb sent me. And I love that because I want to support the smaller pages. Now, she may be bigger than me. I don't know. I just haven't met her yet. But and it really does make their day to see that they grew from doing an event. And if they're new, I can assure you they're nervous. You know, it's very nerve-wracking going in an event and being kind of new at it. And I do, whenever I get on, I see a lot of you on there, and it's so cool to see that you actually did go and follow and watch. Okay, guys, thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for all the hearts you spread up and all the stars. And I will see you over in CCC, Crafty Creators Community, and we will watch Michelle. Y'all have a great day. Come back and look for the picture of this. Bye, guys.